Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm giving you a tour through my little spice cupboard and baked good cupboard. So I did a video, the one before this one, talking about minimalism in the kitchen and how I kind of got rid of everything and I'm just keeping the basics and staples and how I kind of sorted it. I explained how I organized it, but a lot of you guys messaged me on Instagram and said, you know, I would really like to see how you actually organized it. So that's what this video is going to be. It's going to be a quick little tour of my just one cupboard where I really just organize all of my food things. But yeah, so a couple months ago I did a whole house tour. So the whole kitchen was in this tour, and we moved into this house about, a lot has changed by the way since that video because we've done a lot of renovations during that time, but we moved into this house 2 years ago, and this kitchen, which is currently the worst room in the house for me, this kitchen, but really the entire house it's a solid house, but it was just really outdated. So my husband does most of the work himself, so he and I did a little bit too, completely re-renovated and updated the house. The basement was just 4 cement walls and we completely finished it. It looks amazing. There's still some work to do down there, but overall it looks really good. So because we've kind of been putting our resources into updating the basement and doing other things for the house, the kitchen is just the last room that we need to do, and it's like more of like the neglected room right now. So we're saving to redo this room. The lighting's weird. But I'm gonna just quickly show you why I don't really like showing my kitchen. I'm very grateful I have a kitchen, very grateful. It's a good sized kitchen, but my problem with it is, one, it's really outdated. Number two, there's not much cupboard space. Even though it looks like there's a lot of cupboards, most of them are unusable, and I'll show why when I kind of go through the kitchen with you. So we are going to be redoing this kitchen, so it's why I don't like to show it in my videos, and it's why I didn't show it in that minimalism kitchen video, but you guys asked, so I'm just going to show you and just you know, keep things as real as possible. So I'm gonna just show you the kitchen. Okay, so this is the kitchen here. So I'm standing in the doorway. It's quite a large kitchen. Like, I'm really grateful for that. So here's our Berkey filter and all of that. That's the other room in the house. So the thing that's my problem with the kitchen, number one, is the cupboards. So they're extremely tall that you can't actually store anything up there. Like, it's just impossible to reach unless you hop onto the counter. My other issue is the shape of it. So it kind of goes like this. So this cupboard is so deep, it goes all the way back there, that again, I can't store anything because my arm can't reach that far in to actually pull things out. So a lot of the cupboard space is pretty useless. We were renovating, we painted the cupboards, so the cupboards were this color. As you can see, it's scratching off because of the kids. So because the color was that color, I did not like it. So I was like, at least let's paint it white. So we painted it white, but over the years, the kids scratching it, it's peeling. These were the initial handles that were on it. Again, very outdated. These are what we installed. These are beautiful, but after we did all of them, we got down to 2, and my husband hasn't had time. Literally, the past year, he has not had time to switch the last 2. So that's why it's like, they're different handles. It's just, this kitchen is just not at all what I like. Another issue is the floor. It's spotless. I scrub it all the time. I mop it, but it just never looks clean to me because of the color. So what we're gonna do, number one, is completely take out this floor, and we are going to be putting a beautiful shiny white marble once we can save up enough. The second thing is that all of these cupboards are coming out. We are putting brand new beautiful white cupboards with glass doors, and we're gonna do an L shape rather than that weird angled shape. We're gonna do a beautiful shiny countertop, stunning backsplash, and we're gonna do a completely new window because that window is very old. So this kitchen will be completely updated. Another big problem with this kitchen is this wall. It honestly is in the way when we try to have any family functions. It's just really in the way. So this wall will come out. The fridge will be moved to that wall right there, and we will do a beautiful pantry, so I have lots of storage. And this wall will go out, and there will be a beautiful island with bar stools right there and some hanging lights. So it's gonna be like a whole new gut and redo, which is why we haven't done it yet, because it takes a lot of money, so we're just saving up. But anyways, this is what the kitchen is like. It's why I don't like to show it, because it honestly is just not one of my favorite rooms in this house. I love the rest of the house, but even this vent here, like, there's just things that I don't like. This is a cupboard I want to show you. It's a Lazy Susan, which again is extremely outdated. No one uses these things anymore, in my opinion, but here we are. So This is the only place I have to store my spices and things like that. So I'm gonna start with the bottom shelf, which is my spices. So what I like about this, these containers are from IKEA, they're super cheap, but I like that they are very long. So if you see here, these are the, oops, this is sliding on me, it's so annoying. These are what I was talking about in my video, these long plastic slide out things. And what I did was I just, let's see if I can do this with one hand. I put all of my spices and I just lined them up, like literally lined everything up, all the bags into here. And then if I need it, I either spin this crazy thing or I just pull this thing out. I have another one here for my jars. So as you can see, all the jars are lined up in this. These are all just, again, spices. I like a lot of flavor in my food, so I have a lot of spices. And then for dried beans, this is all I have left at the moment, so that's what's here. Some pasta sauce, some wild-caught canned salmon. Here's just a few other tubs of spices, Middle Eastern stuff. Some canned beans, and then the basic salt and pepper. So that's all that's on here. That's how I organized it. It doesn't look super amazing because this is circular. There's not really many places to go. I can't line things up. So these containers are very handy for that. And then on this top shelf, we have other things. So here is my baking stuff. So you can see like my paleo pancake mix. There's a jar of oats. At some point I would like to transfer everything to glass jars, but I haven't done that yet fully. I have some granola mixes. This is some coconut sugar. This is cocoa powder. So all the baking stuff is on this side. Icing sugar, which I use only for birthdays if I'm making my kids cake. It's an organic one. Some stevia, our chocolate chips. And then these are what I want to put in glass jars. I had glass jars and I got rid of them because the top rim was not sealing properly and the flowers and things were going bad. So I'm gonna buy the new Bulk Barn containers and use that. Here's my rice and some like pastas, anything that's dried, and that's pretty much it. This is one of those Bulk Barn jars that I want to show you. This is my arrowroot starch, and these jars are just incredible because you can label them and do whatever you like, but they just make things easier to see and easier to store. So this is how I organized it. Like this is extreme, like all I have, it's very, very basic. I have all our snacks and stuff in other cupboards, but this is just baking supplies, spice supplies, and that's it. So this is why I didn't show it though, because it doesn't look good because again, this is a circular thing. So anyways, I hope that this helps you guys. Like my favorite thing were these containers, these rectangle ones from IKEA. They are actually meant for kitchen drawers, but mine are not deep enough for these. So I decided to use them to sort my spices, which works out really well. So I hope that, you know, this was helpful and you guys get a few organizational tips. We threw out a lot of spices, a lot of salts and things that have been sitting here for a few years. So if you're gonna reorganize, just make sure that when you go through your cupboard, you are really cleaning out spices you have not used in a long time or ones that have expired. All right, so there you have it. There's how I organize that cupboard that you guys were asking to see. I'm cleaning the house today. Today's a big cleaning day, so I'm actually still in my pajamas. I always, if I'm cleaning the house, if it's a deep clean day, I stay in my pajamas and then I just throw everything in the laundry when I'm done and then shower. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. But I hope you guys enjoy. When we update this kitchen, I will do a full in-depth tour of how I organize everything perfectly, all my pantries and all that. But for now, this is what I'm working with. This project is probably not going to be completed for a little while because we're saving up a lot. We want to do it once, we want to do it right. So we're not going to cut corners and do a little bit cheaper. So we're saving up for that. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's a really random video. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you're new to my channel. And we'll talk soon. Bye.